specialist here for PeterboroughSpeedway.com. We're talking about the 2014 Autumn Colors Classic. I'm here with a dude coming into this event looking to become a three-time Autumn Colors Classic champion, 3 straight victories in the Pro Late Model Division. Mike Lights Out Bentley. Mike, you've had a dream outing at Autumn Colors 2 years in a row. You absolutely dominated in 2013. You got a lot of guys putting the bullseye on the back of the number 51 car. Talk to me a little bit about the 2014 installment.
I think again we're going to come back, run the Pro Late class. There's more money, more laps. It's one of those more prestigious races to win, and obviously to come back and get the 3-peat would be nice.
I mean, Peterborough is it's a difficult track to get around. It's a difficult track to save your equipment at. I mean, it's a track, it eats tires, it eats brakes. You were able to go hard for 113 laps at the 2013 installment. You didn't fall off, you didn't slow down. I mean, what's the secret to keeping your car underneath you for that long?
Just that track. I really like that track. It's one of those drivers tracks like Barrie, and it's one of those tracks where you get a good setup there, and you get the car to lots of forward bite, and you just hammer down. And biggest thing there too is, like, you know, a lot of guys, they don't really race there all season either, so everyone's all in the same kind of playing field. So you know, you get a bit of advantage there, and your car's working good, and you can work on it in practice and get it tweaked and get it feeling just right, and usually it ends up being a good race. So.
You hear the myths, guys that don't like Peterborough or don't run at Peterborough on a regular basis say that you can, you know, it's a one-groove racetrack, you can't go to the outside. I've seen the 51 car go to the outside, you know, 2 straight years now at the Autumn Colors Classic. Is it just that guys don't want to try, or some cars work there and some cars don't? I mean, what's your opinion on the second groove at Peterborough?
It's definitely difficult to get around the outside groove at Peterborough. You know, the track's it's worn out. And then with turns 1 and 2 being a bit flatter too, you can get washed up pretty good there. But it's definitely, there's a groove there. It's definitely not as pronounced as, say, Sunset or, you know, Varney. Sometimes those tracks where you got a good outside groove to get going, get the momentum up. But you know, it's definitely doable. But most of the passes I've ever made there, made a few on the outside, but mostly on the inside. Let's
talk about the event itself, because it gets bigger every year. I mean, it's the one that everybody wants to make sure that they're there for, whether it's, you know, camping or hoteling, or it's the place where if you got a race car, if you can come out for 1 show a year, this is it. I mean, what is it about the atmosphere there for you that keeps you coming back?
Well, you know, it's like, it's one of those, it's that race that you go there and everyone's there. You know, everyone's camped out. You got 300 campers in the campground. You know, it's one of those races that you want to be there, not just for the racing, but for the partying too. You got the big barn party, and you know, JP always puts on a good show there. It's just an all-around one of those atmospheres, almost like Pensacola Snowball Derby. You know, you go there and it's just a great atmosphere, and you just can't get enough of it.
When it comes to what it can do for your career, I mean, if we got young drivers, you know, watching this video, what can a win at the Colors do for your notoriety and do for your name value? Did you see a difference in the way people sort of approached you or looked at you after your first Classic win?
Yeah, no. It's one of those races. You know, you win on a weekly basis, and that's difficult enough. But then you put all the best drivers, and you put you know, big money on the line, and to win those races, it means a lot more as a driver. You know, the quality competition that's around Ontario is par none. So it definitely means a lot to win one of these big races.
When you've already got 2 in your pocket and you've won 2 straight, is it tough to find motivation to be as hungry to go back for a third as you were in 2012 when you came out and got your first Classic win? Yeah,
you know, you never lose that strive to win. You know, you always want to be up front and in the battle for the lead to win the race. You know, this year hasn't been the greatest for me. You know, it's just one of those years you run for a championship. It takes a lot out of you. It's a lot of work. And this year I've been kind of taking it a bit easy, but you can expect to see that 51 running for the win for that race.
Now, I mean, so much goes into running well at the Classic, whether it's strategy and knowing your fellow drivers. If I had to pick, or if you had to pick one driver that you know you're going to have to race alongside and keep in your rear view mirror in this Pro Late Model Division this year, who's it going to be? Who's that one driver that you know is going to be quick that you're going to need to keep behind you?
Well, you know, this race has several different drivers that have been quick. Jamie Cox has been quick. Mark Watson, Jason Shaw has been good. Dale Shaw, I know he's been awesome this year. There's other drivers too that might show up that I might not have really raced before. So you know, it's always quick. I know I'm not sure. I think Sean McWhirter's gonna be racing as well, so it'll be good to rub doors with him out there on the track. But you know, it's definitely gonna be a tough go. It's never easy. especially at the Autumn Colors Classic. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
None of this is going to be possible without the proper people behind the scenes. Thank the people that help out and the marketing support that's going to get this the 51 car to the racetrack.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Streamline Race Products, Streamline Chassis. I'd like to thank my dad most of all too for getting me involved in the sport and being there to support me. You know, it takes a lot of people to get to the track and a lot of help, and can't do without them.
There you go, folks. The 51 car will be ready for the Autumn Colors Classic. Make sure you're there. PeterborougHSpeedway.com has the details. Make sure you're camp out. What day are you going to get there this year? Autumn Colors. Wednesday night?
Maybe Wednesday night.
Bentley's going to be there on Wednesday night.
Gotta get that drink on, right?
Come hang out with Lights Out. He's going to party hard for the first 2 days, and it's all business the rest of the way. Follow him on Twitter, too. What's the Twitter handle?
Mike Bentley 51, or follow me on Facebook. I'll add you as a friend.
There you go, folks. Mike Lights Out Bentley getting ready to go 3 straight at the Autumn Colors Classic.